Right, I can see how to check. Hello, I need to do. I think I should be on live at the moment, isn't it? What's going on? Hello, I can't see my live streaming. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Right, I can see now. Okay. Then I need to see live streaming here. Oh, yeah, okay. So in here, then it's a bit dark, so I just put this one here. Right, hello. I can't really see. Check to watch live here. Okay. Right. Okay. I will wait a little bit so that I can start explaining about the basic differentiation first for warming up, and then I'm going to talk about the worksheet that I shared. And if you wanna, yeah, I need to share the worksheet that I made today. Right, Google Docs. Where's the Google Docs? Yeah, okay. Right, this one, yeah. Okay, then this one. Hello. Yeah, usually I get about 20 students online, but I just want to start just want to see this one, live streaming different lesson. Oops, I share this one on YouTube. No, this one is not what I want to use. I made a copy of it, so owned by me. Yeah. Hello. Oh, I can't find it. Annoying. Okay. I just share this one on make a copy. I can make a copy. Right, so I will start the live streaming soon, but I just yeah, cool. Yeah. Hello. I just start the lesson soon, but I just need to share the with it live streaming. With it, how do I check home? Sorry, I'm trying to set up so that I just drop the link here, or I will drop the link on YouTube live stream comment so that you can access to the worksheet. Okay, so I will use that worksheet that I made over yesterday so that I can explain about the calculus level 2 calculus Okay, this lesson is NCEA Level 2 Calculus preparation. So I will talk about the stuff that I was asked to explain. Okay, is this achieved merit or excellence? So this question is just achieved level, even easier than the achieved. Later on, could you please explain question 3C on 2023? Okay, I will see. Ayana, okay. I just make a memo. 2023 3C. Okay. Okay, I will write the note here. 2023 3C. Okay, yeah. So I start with the really basic stuff. Okay, and so that for warming up. Then if you and I just trying to avoid the situation that you have no idea what we are doing. Okay, so that I trying to start with really basic stuff. So I hope you can understand this one. Okay, so this is a basic differentiation. Okay, so differentiation is what you do, how why this works in this way is something you will learn level 3. So your math teacher will teach you how it works, okay? But at this moment, I just show you how to find the answer, okay? So to differentiate this one, you put 4 in front of x so that this number times by coefficient, okay? Coefficient is 1, so 4 times 1 is 4. And you take 1 away from the powers, okay? So x to the power of 3. So for this one, plus 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 take away 1 is 1, so you're not writing anything. Then the point is, if you differentiate the constant, it disappears, okay? So this action is a differentiation. And then when you're doing integration, we usually call this operation as anti-differentiation for level 2 calculus. But when you differentiate this one, that's easy. But when you anti-differentiate, you can't predict what number will be here, isn't it? So we tend to say plus c is a constant, okay? So this one I will talk about it in the next page. But anyway, so for first 5 minutes, we are focusing on how to differentiate. Okay? Could you explain Q 2022? Right. So if I have time, if 2020 Q, okay, 2020 Q1E. Okay. Right. Okay. So all right. Okay. So and what I have to do is this one, isn't it? Right. Find a. So this one is. I just didn't write a lot of explanation here, but usually this one saying when velocity is this one, find the equation of acceleration. Okay. Because I was handwriting, couldn't be bothered writing everything, so I just want to show you this one. But in how we use differentiation in physics, if the distance is dt, t is the time, isn't it? Okay, and then if the velocity is dt, and then if the acceleration is dt, if you differentiate this one, you get velocity. If you differentiate velocity, you get acceleration. Okay? This one, how it works is your math teacher will explain to you next year. This super cool logic behind. So I'm really excited to. I was really excited when I was teaching this one to my level 3 kids. But it's a super cool logic behind. Okay, and if you integrate this one, which means anti-differentiate, you get velocity. Okay, acceleration, velocity. If you anti-differentiate, you get distance. Okay, so if you want to find the acceleration, you need to differentiate velocity, okay? And then we are following the same structure here. This times this, it's gonna be the coefficient, okay? So 3 times 4 is 12, and then you take 1 away from the powers, right? And then 2 times by negative 1 is negative 2. 2 take away 1 is t to the power of 1. And then 2t, if you differentiate 2t, it becomes 2, okay? I just go over the real basic, okay? If you have time, could you please 2024 3C as well, 2024 3C. Okay, 2024 3C, okay? Yeah, 3C. Okay, right. So if you differentiate this one, 3 times by 4 is 12, and then take away 1, so x2. 2 times by negative 7 is negative 14, x, and then plus 2, isn't it? Okay, so I hope all of you guys already know how to differentiate these, okay? But they sometimes you find it's hard to anti-differentiate, isn't it? Anti-differentiate, which in level 3 calculus we say integrate, we are rewinding. We are undo this process, isn't it? Undo this process, which means how the approach is totally opposite way. Okay, when you're saying this one, you're doing this one. This times this is this one, isn't it? So you are dealing with coefficient first, and then you took one away from the variables, okay? When you are anti-differentiate, you are doing the opposite. So you are dealing with variable first. All right, I will show you the example here, okay? So I want to figure out fx, the so the original function here, the function before differentiated, okay? So in this case, what you have to do is you're focusing on the variable, okay? You're integrating, which is anti-differentiating variable first. Do not trying to think of the coefficient first, okay? You are thinking of this one first, okay? So if you do this one, you are adding 1 on top of to the power of 1, isn't it? So this one is 2. Then you are dealing with the coefficient. So 4 divided by this number, powers, okay? 4 divided by 2 is 2. Then if you it's a constant, is easy, isn't it? X. And then do not forget to add plus c, because we are not too sure what kind of number will fit here. But to figure out c, there are always one clue, which is a coefficient, not coefficient, coordinate there, always, okay? So if you plug 4 instead of x, 6 instead of fx, which is y value, it's gonna be 6 equal 4 times 4 is here 16, then double 16 is 32, 12, and plus c, isn't it? Okay, then this part is gonna be 20. So 20 plus c is 6, which is c is take away 14, isn't it? C is 14. Okay, so the fx must be 2x squared minus 3x plus 14. This is how you do it, okay? Can you please bring paper down to... sorry, okay. I did it again, sorry about that. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, I got to be careful. Right, okay, so the next one, yeah, is this one. So this one is this, yeah, I wanted to talk about the notation for this one, display. Okay, I just, as you can see, f dash and fx is here, right? F dash x, and then, if you differentiate this one, you get this one, or dy dx. Okay, this one and this one is basically the same thing. Okay, but different display. And sometimes this way is much better, and then sometimes this way is much better, and then sometimes this way is much easier. Okay, for this one, probably when you are learning level 3 calculus, your math teacher will explain to you when you use fx, when you use dy dx, when you use y dash. Okay, so that for at the moment, oh, is it? Oh, sorry, negative 14. No, this one, not plus 14, negative 14. Thank you. Yeah, at this moment, trying to think these are the same. Okay. And then I just want to mention that for this one, it's quite so. If you want to figure out the gradient of x equal 4, you need to plug this one in. You have to mention this one when you're using this display. But if you use this display, you don't need to write x equal 4 because you put f dash x 4 equal blah blah blah. Okay, so this is slightly easier than this one, isn't it? And there are lots of reasons we are using this one, this one, this one. Okay, then the reason, I'm sure your math teacher next year will explain why we are using a different display next year. Okay, so if you are taking my level 3 calculus lesson next year, I will explain about it. This is quite interesting history behind the mathematicians' history behind. Right. Okay. So now this one is basically the same as y dash. So if you differentiate this one, you get this one, and then go through this point, isn't it? So all you have to do is anti-differentiate this one and then plug this one, this value in to figure out constant c, isn't it? Okay. So to anti-differentiate, you always start with x. Okay. Just try not to do that coefficient first. Okay, you get mixed up. So if you anti-differentiate this one is gonna be x to the power of 3, isn't it? Then you do this number divided by 3, which is 1. So you don't need to write 1 here, isn't it? Okay, and then 5x, negative 5x, and then plus c. Okay, this is an anti-differentiate. Right, so far so good. Yeah, okay. Then 1 and 0. When x equal 1, y equals 0. So 0 equal 1 minus 5 plus c. So which means this is negative 4, isn't it? So c is 4. So the answer is y equal x3 minus 5x plus 4. Right? It's just this is just a warming up, okay? So for this one, you are integrating this one. Can you see? Sometimes I'm checking the YouTube videos screen, but not TikTok because I put the phone on top of the phone, so I can't sometimes see. But it's fine now. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's see. So you are focusing on this one, okay? X to the power of 2. Right, so that means x to the power of 2. If you integrate this one, x to the power of 3, isn't it? Then you do 6 divided by 3, which is 2. Okay? This one, x to the power of 2. And then you do negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Then plus 4x, isn't it? Okay. Then if you, then plus c. Then if you look at this one, it goes through 1 and 3. So when this is, so for example, I can write like this for this situation, okay? I just wanted to show how to use fx properly, okay? So in this case, when, so 3 equal 1 times 1 times 1 times 2 is 2 minus 1 plus 4 plus c. Yeah. Then this part is gonna be 3 equal 5 plus c. So c is negative 2, isn't it? Okay. So the answer fx is 2x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2 plus 4x minus 2. This is answer. This is an achieved level question for level 3 calculus. No, level 2 calculus. Okay. Thank you for the gift. What? Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah, this is our achieved level. Yeah. So that what you have to do is differentiating, and then you do opposite and plug it in and find value c and then find the original function. Right. Okay. Right. So which part is confusing? I can go over. I still can spend time a little bit longer here. Everything. Is it? Are you able to differentiate? You don't have username on there, so I can't really tell your name. But thank you for the gift. Yeah. Are you? If you can differentiate, you can basically do integrate, isn't it? I mean anti-differentiate. But if I can give you another, I can give you another clue. But if you are started watching, started watching just now, I will upload the this video from the beginning on my YouTube channel, so that if you are following that, and you can figure out how to do it. I'm sure if you can watch the video from beginning, you should be able to do this one. Okay. Right. So then now I'm going to talk about the worksheet that I made for this lesson today. Okay. And then after that, if I have time and I have energy, I will show you how to deal with the past exam. Okay. Wow. I can't fit this one now. But anyway, and what we are doing for this question first, because I've already done sort of, wow, you can't really see. Oh, yeah. How do I fit this one? Okay, I think you can read this one now. So there is a function fx. Sorry, this worksheet I shared on, thank you for the gift. I shared the worksheet. This is I made for one of my follower, because she asked me to create it, or she or he, I'm not too sure. Then I shared on my YouTube videos comment. So if you come to my YouTube, where can I find the worksheet? This one, if you go to my bio, there is a link of my YouTube channel. And if you go to YouTube channel and you go to the live, well, I'm doing the same thing anyway. You can stick to YouTube, or yeah. And then there is a comment. I dropped a comment, and then I put the I dropped the link of the worksheet. Okay, and it would be great if you can follow my YouTube channel as well, because I'm trying to grow YouTube channel as well. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this one. Okay. The function fx as the differentiated function, as we call it, derivative of fx, as 3x to the power of 2 minus 8x plus 2. The graph of fx passes this point. Find the function of fx. Shall I give you time to do it? I just moved this point as here, 1 to 5, okay? I will give you about 2 minutes so that you can have a time to try, and then I will start explaining it soon. Okay? It would be great if you're watching it, or can you get a pen and paper so that you can actually work on it? Then it's, yeah, if you can watch this one on your phone and then you can access to this worksheet on your computer, then working on your pen and paper, that would be the most efficient way to do it. Right, so I will start, I will start, solving this one, okay? So this one, if you anti-differentiate this one, you always do variable first, x to the power of 3, isn't it? And then you do 3 divided by 3 is 1, okay? And then you can decide the sign of here, and then you do x to the power of 2, and then you do 8 divided by 2 is 4, okay? Then plus 2x, then plus c, okay? So if you plug this one, then you plug 1 and 5 here, 5 equal 1 minus 4 plus 2 plus c. I think we've done this one before, isn't it? Did we? No. Then this one is 1 plus 1 take over 4 is negative 3. So that 5 equal negative 1 plus c. Okay? So c is 6, isn't it? So the answer should be fx equal x3 minus 4x2 plus 2x plus 6. This is a answer, isn't it? Okay? Good. So don't hesitate to correct me, because sometimes when live streaming and then solving calculus is not easy job for me. Okay, I will go to question C, but I will skip number 3. I need to change this one. This number is not level 2. This is we're trying to avoid this number, so I'm not going to work on this one, but I'm going to work on these two. Okay. Then find the gradient of the graph when x equals 4. So the useful part of differentiation, as you can actually find the gradient of this point on this graph. Okay. I have to talk about this one. So in the previous lesson, I was talking about it too. But if graph is fx, let's say fx, both of fx, and then this one is a is bigger, and then a is smaller than a. If the equation, let's start from a 4 3 a to the power of 4, b x to the power of 3, c x to the power of 2, and then d x plus e. Like these kind of function, if a is positive, the graph is gonna be like this. Okay. Then if I should have sorry, I just go back here. I should do this one from a is bigger than 0, a is smaller than 0. Right, so let's start with y equal ax plus b. Okay, then if a is positive, the graph looks like this one, isn't it? And if the graph is a is negative, graph looks like this. Okay, and then when the function is a x squared plus bx plus c, when a is positive, that was positive parabola, wasn't it? Okay, and then when x is negative, negative. This is what we did in the last lesson, but and when ax3 plus bx2 plus cx plus d, if this one a is positive and then the power is 3, the graph looks like this. Okay, and if this is negative, the graph looks like this. You can see the similarity. If this one's an odd number, and then you can see that if the a is positive, is going up, going down for negative. Okay, so a to the power 4 plus b to the power 3 plus c to the power 2 plus dx plus c. In this case, the graph looks like w is positive and then m is negative. This is what we talked about in the last lesson. But if you understand that shape of the graph, it's gonna be the super helpful. Okay, so if you would be great if you can understand this one. So I will use this one a lot today, so that you can understand the calculus properly. Good, right? So right. So find the gradient of the gradient when x equals 4. As I just tell you how to find the answer first, and then I will explain how it looks like on the graph later. Okay, so this one as gradient, as if you differentiate this one and plug z value, x value in, you can find the gradient. So for example, if you look at say, so the answer is gonna be quite big. So that like this graph looks like this one, isn't it? Because this is positive, and then this was when x equals 4. We are looking at the gradient of this point, okay? This gradient, tangent of the gradient, okay? So this, if you differentiate this one, you put 3 in front, 3x to the power of 2. 2 times 6 is negative 12x. Then this disappears. So what you want to do as x equals 4, and so f dash x 4, you plug 4 instead of x here, as 3 times 4 times 4, 12 times by 4 is 48, isn't it? Okay, and then 4 times 12 is 48 as well. So this one is 0. So this graph is a little bit weird, isn't it? So the 4 was, the gradient 0 means here, because the gradient 0 means flat. So 4 wasn't correct. This one was 4. Okay? Right. So that find the coordinate of the stationary point on the graph x. Stationary point is at this point, okay? The stationary means station means a flat place, isn't it? Okay? Then stationary point means when you're looking at the tangent, that's a point where tangent is flat. Okay, stationary point. So there are 2 points, isn't it? This one and this one. Okay. So how you do it is, I just get rid of this one. If you differentiate this one, and then the gradient is 0, which is a stationary point here and here, okay? So which means if you write x 3x2 minus 12x, when this becomes 0, you can find the value of x of sorry, I was so this one should be 0 because the gradient is 0, and then you solve for x and then to figure out the answer. Okay, now if you factorize, you can divide by 3, isn't it, here? Then factorize x bracket x minus 4. Okay, this means when x equals 0, it becomes 0, or when x equals 4, it becomes 0, isn't it? So find the coordinates of the stationary points of the graph. So this one and this one. So we need to figure out the coordinate of here and the coordinate of here. And we know this one is 0, this is 4. So all you have to find is the y value, isn't it? How can you find y value? Sorry, it's 1. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You do plug that value in here, isn't it? So if you plug x equals 0, the original function here, this one is you can find the y value, which is 0, take away 0 plus 5, which is 5. Okay, and then if you plug 4 in here, 4 times 4 times 4, which means 8 times 8, so 64. Take away 4 times 6 is 24 times by 4. Oh, I don't want to do this one now. I will do 4 times 4. I will factorize this one. 4 squared times like that plus 5, isn't it? Sorry, you can use calculator, okay? I just didn't want to use calculator. So that 4 times 4 times 2, negative 32 plus 5, which is negative 27. So this one is negative 27. Okay, so please use calculator for this process. Yeah. Yeah, plug it in. That's it. Okay. So this is how you do. This is a achieved level question. Okay. Then I will start going towards a merit level. I'm not 100% sure whether this is a merit level or not, but I just explain anyway because I was asked to. Right. Okay. So this one is there is a function, and fx equal ax to the power of 3 minus 4x to the power of 2 plus 8x minus 1. When x equals 2 on the graph, the function's gradient is 20. Find the value of a. So probably this one is merit. Yeah, because it's not straightforward. So function of this one, then when x equals 2, the gradient of the tangent is 20. So all you have to do is differentiate this one first. 3ax2 minus 2 times 4 is 8x plus 8, right? Then when x equals 2, gradient is 20. So when x equals 2, gradient is 20, isn't it? Okay, so if this means if you plug 2 in here, the value must be 20. So let's say 2 times 2 times 3, which is 12a. 2 times a is minus 16 plus 8 is 20. Then all you have to do is solve for a. So 12a take away 8 equal 20, right? And if you add 8 on both sides. 12a equal 28. Then divide by 12. Divide by 12. A equal 28 over 12. You can divide it by 4, isn't it? So 7 over 3. This is the answer. Okay, you can use a calculator for this one too. Right, so this is how you do this one. Okay, number 3. And then my planning is number 4. This one. We're gonna do this one. This is the same kind of concept. The original question was, I think, using K or something, but whatever, K or A or alpha or beta, what you have to do is basically the same. Okay, the function, this one, is a positive constant, so that where A is a positive, okay, positive number, and then use the calculus to find the expression in terms of A for the range of value of X for which graph of F is increasing. Okay, what we have to do is increasing. Is that okay? We're 16 main. Oh yeah, sorry. Where's 16 gone? 16 gone. Right. Sorry. I was there. This one. Typed in the calculator, but 16 is 4 times 4. I just what I did for here, probably quite a few people get confused about this one, isn't it? So I just factorize this part. Then after this, I plugged 4 in here. Okay, so 4 times 4 is 16. And then 4 take away 6 is -2 plus 5. So what I did is -2 times by 16, which is -32 plus 5. Is that okay? Right. So I will go to the next question. Right. Okay. So this one is function fx. This one. So A is a positive, and we need to figure out. So this graph, because this graph, the A value, the value in front of x to the power 3 is positive, the graph probably looks like this. Okay, what we have to figure out is the range of x coordinate, x, when the graph is increasing, which means if you cut in 3 sections here, up to this point, this is increasing, isn't it? And then from this point to this point, decreasing. And then from this point to this point, increasing, isn't it? So that all you have to figure out is finding the stationary point. And then from here to here is a positive, and from here to here is a positive. Okay? So to figure out stationary point, you differentiate this one and then connect to equal 0, isn't it? Okay? So f dash x is 3 times 1/3 as x to the power of 2. 2 times 2a as 4ax, and then this one disappears, right? And then this one equals 0. Okay? Which means x bracket x minus 4a is 0. That means stationary point is x equals 0, and then for A. Then A is a positive. So this one is bigger, which is this point is for A. Okay? And then 0. This point is 0. Okay? Which means the answer is when x is smaller than 0, the graph is positive, increasing. And then when x is bigger than for A, the graph is increasing. Okay? So that is really, if you can understand the shape of the graph, that's quite easy, isn't it? It becomes quite simple. So that's really important for you to understand this one. Okay? Right. And then what do I do next? As these two questions. I saw this one as a practice exam, and of course I changed the concept a little bit so that I don't breach the copyright or anything like that. And then the marking schedule said this one as merit, but I feel like this one is quite hard. So yeah, I wonder whether this one is merit or not. But anyway, let's do this one. Right, a curve has the equation of fx equal. Can you see? Oh, again, I'm doing it again. Right here. Okay, a curve has the equation fx like this, and then the tangent to the curve has equation of this one. Okay, so fx is 1/3 x3 minus 6x plus 10. Okay, then this graph looks like, again, like this one, isn't it? Okay, then tangent, so one of the tangent of the graph is this one. Then let's see, if you change the form, this one, into y equal in terms of x, so 6x plus 3y minus 14 equals 0. Do you want to try solving it by yourself first, or should I start straight away? I wonder. Right. Should I start now or? Right. I will start now. What the question asking you is, this is one of the linear graph, isn't it? Okay. This graph is touching any point. Can you show us? Yeah, any point here. So that then this is a tangent. What I want to say is, this one as the linear graph. If you rearrange this one, move this one here, move this one here, 3y equal negative 6x plus 14. Okay, divided by 3, y equal negative 2x plus 14 over 3, which means the graph is negative, isn't it? This way, okay? Which is, this graph should be touching in this way or this way. There are two options you could think of. But because this one is fixed, both of the graph is fixed, must be one of those, okay? So I just want to use different color here, okay? So this one's a negative 2, so they dropped by 2 and run by 1, isn't it? So this about this. So the linear equation should be touching the graph either one of the way, okay? And then if you figure it out, then what do we have to find? Yeah, we have to find the coordinate of the point that tangent touches. So we need to figure out the coordinate of here or here. One of those is this one. Okay, so we need to identify which graph is this graph. Then to figure out this one, do you know how to do it? This is quite difficult, isn't it? I feel like this one is excellence level, but this one said merit. But we know the gradient of this point, isn't it? Okay, which means if you differentiate this one then equal to -2, you can figure out the x value when the gradient of the tangent is -2. Okay, which means if I differentiate fx, 3 times 1/3 is x2 and -6. And if you this one is -2 because the gradient of the tangent is -2. Then whatever you prefer, you just solve this one. But I just add 6 on both sides to get x squared. Okay, then x is plus -2, isn't it? Okay. So there are two options because this is showing this one or this one, right? The x value, x coordinate of this one is 2, and then this one is -2, right? Then if you find, let's say, you can figure out when x is 2, x equal 2, let's say y equal -2x plus 14/3 as y equal 2 times -2 is -4 plus 14/3, which is, you can use calculator, okay? So 2/3. So that when x equal 2, y equal 2/3, okay? So if we are following this straight line, when x equal 2, y equal 2/3, okay? Then I want to see when x equal -2, I plug this value in here. Y equal -2 times -2 is 4 plus 14/3. So 12 plus 14 is 26/3. So the coordinate is like that, okay? What I'm doing is I'm checking the coordinate here and here. Then if we plug 2 here, 2, x equal 2 in here, and you get the same answer as this one, that means the coordinate is a real coordinate, okay? And then, so I just plug the value x equal 2 here. If 2 is 2 times 2 times 2 is 8/3. Take away 2 times 6 is 12 plus 10, okay? Then 3 times 12 is 8 minus 36 plus 10. Then 8 minus 36 minus 27. And then, yeah, let's say 30 over, right, okay. So that means 2/3, isn't it? Okay. So this is matching with this one, isn't it? Okay. So that you don't have to go to find this one as soon as you figure out this one is matching. So the coordinate is 2 and 2/3. But I just want to check whether this one is not working for this one or not. Okay. If I put -2 instead of x here, So negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, so negative 8 over 3. And then negative 2 times 6 is 12. And then plus 10, right? So 22 times by 3 is 66. 66 take away 8 is 54. No. 58 over 3. So this one is not matching. Sorry, if I made a mistake, just let me know. But it looks like this one is the answer, isn't it? Okay. This is how you do it, but it's quite complicated, isn't it? Right. Okay, so I've done this one. And then next question is this one. I think I printed out the same thing. This it's too messy, so I just want to change the. Right, so if you can read this one in the meantime. It's good. But, I'm sure I printed out. Yes, same thing here. Good. I will add this sentence. I forgot to add this sentence in the worksheet, so I will add it later. But the question is, this is a farmland. Okay, and then we've got a 500-meter electric fence to wire here. Okay, there are 4 blocks of rectangular space there, paddock. Then we want to maximize the area of this paddock so that lots of horses can have the grass there. So we're trying to maximize the area of this one. How can you figure out the dimension? That's a question. Okay, this is a quite. Where are you from? I'm from Japan. Yeah, I'm from Japan, but I live in New Zealand. Right. Okay. Do you want to take time to think about it? Or shall I give you a clue first and then? This one is an excellent question. Is that okay? So this one, shall I show you that if you add them together, it gives 500, isn't it? Then I would put here, the length from here to here is x. Okay, and then this one is cut and forth evenly, which means this one is x, 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 isn't it? And x, 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 isn't it? Right? And then not only perimeter we have to think of, but also these 3 lines, isn't it? Okay, so that this one and this one, this one and this one and this one is the same length. So that yeah, right. I will leave this this one for another 2 minutes or something. Do you? Yeah, so that you can. Work on this one. Is it okay? Right. So this one is if you add all of the lengths of this line, you get 500, right? And we want to maximize the area of the rectangle. So what you have to do is, if you manage to figure out the length of this rectangle in term not length of rectangle, area of the rectangle in terms of x, and if you differentiate and then find the stationary point, that's a maximum value. Oh, that's good. Okay, 125 each. Let's see. The 125 each as from here to here, as not from here to here is 500. If you add all of the lines, and you get 500, right? So that I will show you how to do it. So that if this is x, from here to here as 4x, isn't it? Okay, which means we are using 4x here as well, right? So if you take co-host, no, sorry, I'm not doing co-host or anything like that because this is a lesson, right? So that this one, if you are okay, if you are doing, if I don't know, why do you want to do co-host? If you are having question, just let me know. Okay, right. Sorry about that. Yep. Okay. From here to here is 4x. From here to here is 4x, which means all right, let's think of, we used 8x of electric fence already. Then how much more can we use? As 500 take away 8x meter, isn't it? Okay. So we've got 500 take away 8x meter to use these 5, right? Which means this length is this divided by 5, isn't it? Okay, which means this divided by 5 is 100 take away 8x over 5, right? Then if you want to find the area of this one in terms of x, you do this times by this, isn't it? Right? So let's say area in terms of x is 4x times by 100 minus 8x over 5. Then expand this one, 400x minus 32x to the power of 2 over 5. Then this one, as you can see, this is the highest degree is 2, highest power is 2, which means parabola. And then when highest power of 2, and then the coefficient of x squared is negative, it becomes negative parabola, isn't it? Which means the stationary point must be the maximum point. If this one is positive, this is a minimum point, right? Right, so that this, because this is a negative, the stationary point is maximum point, so which is, if you differentiate this one, 400 minus 2 times 32 is 64 over 5, x is 0, okay? Because stationary point is here, isn't it? Tangent is 0. The gradient of the tangent is 0, right? Then if you are trying to solve for this one, move this one around and then swap over, 64 over 5, x equal 400. Okay, before I times by 5, I divide by, let's use calculator. Let's 400 times by, times by reciprocal, isn't it? X is 400 times by 5 over 64. So 5 over 64 is 31, x equals 31.25 meter, right? And what was the answer? The maximum area. Yeah. So maximum area is when x equals 31.25. So if you plug this value in there, Right. Okay, I run out of space, so I just. A 31.25 is 4 times by 31.25 bracket 100 minus 8 times 31.25 minus 5 over 5. Then you just type it in the calculator. 4 times by 31.25 bracket 100 take away 8 times by 31.25 and then divided by 5. Okay. And then the answer is 6,250. And then this one is what is it? Meters, so square meter. This is answer. Okay. The key is how you use X and how to follow the how to figure out the area in terms of X, isn't it? And then you are differentiating. Okay. Right. Next is a last question for the worksheet. So that if we have time and then we can, I can look at the past exam. Okay. This one. This one was really controversial question last year, and I do understand why math teachers in New Zealand was, wow, this made optimization so easy. Is it the same concept even for volume? Yeah, even for volume as well. So that as long as you can figure out the volume in terms of one variables, and then you can find the answer. Please don't do this question. You don't want to do this question, but I just that was controversial, but I think this one is variable as well, because the thing is, the concept of this one, the key concept of this one, and key concept of this one is basically the same. So that if you, I know this one is controversial and slightly harder than level 2 stuff. So that I do understand. Yeah, please skip. Right. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that who wants? Yeah, I need help on differentiate because I watched some tutorial and I can't even. Right. Okay. Man. Please do it. Yeah. Okay. So that it will probably take about 10 minutes. So I don't know what's your name, HMMM. Yeah. Or you're screwed. Yes. So if you are coming back in 5 or 10 minutes, HMMAM. Yeah. Then you don't need to hear about this question, okay? But I try to make this one as easy as possible so to understand, okay? So the concept of this one was we trying to figure out the area in terms of X. And if you are showing area with one variables, and you can differentiate and find the answer, isn't it? Then if you look at this question, this is a really controversial and famous question now. Because there is a process negative integers in the in one of the step, okay? But it's all right. So I will. Can you read it? So the volume is this one, and the surface area is this one, and then they are providing the basically mag cup, and then they want to hold 500 ml, but I'm trying to minimize that surface area so it doesn't cool down so quickly. The hot water doesn't cool out so quickly. Okay, that's the way. which is try to minimize means finding the minimum value, isn't it? So which means you are looking at the graph which is at top. So for example, we try to minimize the surface area, and if you look at this one, this is squared, isn't it? So it's the same. The graph looks like possibly looks like this. Well, we are not too sure yet, but that looks like this. This is not negative, eh? We got to see, but we possible no, not maximum, eh? Minimum area. So this one is so this point is gonna be the minimum, okay? Which means the same as this question. We are looking at the stationary point. So if you differentiate this one and it equals 0, and then you can find the minimum value here, isn't it? Okay, minimum x or r. But the problem of this question is we've got h, not r. If you want to differentiate this one, h is also variable. It's not constant like a pi or 2. So we need to get rid of h, and then we want to have the equation in terms of only r. Okay, this is a point. Okay? Yeah, this is an excellent question. Yeah. It's straightforward. It looks like only a few questions answer the pattern. Yeah, there is a pattern. Yeah, right. So if you can convert h in terms of r, and then you can find answer. Then wait is a clue. Clue is here. Okay, volume must be 500 mil, which is V as 500. Okay, if you plug 500 as pi r squared h, and you can show h in terms of r, isn't it? If you rearrange this one, okay. So if I just swap this one around, because our goal is h equals some number and pi and r here, okay? So pi r squared h is 500, okay? And I divide by pi, so I can get rid of pi here. I divide by r squared, so I get rid of this one. So the h is 500 over pi r to the power of 2. So I managed to find to convert the way to convert h into r, like that. Cricket and baseball. yeah. Cricket. The baseball came from cricket. But anyway, then go watch another videos. Yeah. You want to get achieved by solving the excellence question though. Yeah. Sometimes getting a achieved point from excellence question is easier than getting achieved correct. Okay. But I covered the achieved part in the beginning of this session. So if you come to if you go to my YouTube channel and then follow it, I will upload this session on my YouTube. So the YouTube link is in my bio. So if you go there, and then you can watch the achieved part. Yeah. Anyway, this is a level 2. How many subscribers do you? I have only about 400 something. Yeah, on YouTube. Whereas I've got more than 70,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah, I just started YouTube channel properly last month, so it's growing. But I want to grow because TikTok doesn't give me a benefit a lot. But YouTube I can do it. on this question, merit is, I think that if you manage to solve properly, differentiate properly, you get merit, I think. I just need to check the marking schedules on. So that I will show you how to find the answer first, and then show you which step is merit and which step is excellence. Okay. So this one, So you plug this one in here. So surface area in terms of R is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r times by 500 over pi r squared. Okay, then you cancel this one, and then this one, and this one, isn't it? Okay, so if you simplify, 2 pi r squared plus 500 times by 2, 1000. Then, we are differentiating, isn't it? When you are differentiating, this is a controversial part. This is over r means r to the power of negative 1. Okay, because most of you guys are taking level 3 calculus next year, right? Hi, Crystal. Most of you guys are taking level 3 calculus, right? You probably better get used to this setup. Okay, there are lots of questions like that in level 3 calculus, and then r to the power of negative 1. You need to change the display in fraction to powers form to differentiate or integrate. That's easier when you are having the variable in the denominator. Okay, you will figure out the reason soon. Okay, if you differentiate this one, 2 times by 2 pi is 4 pi r, isn't it? Okay, and then you times this one, and then take 1 away from here. Okay, that means negative 1000 r to the power of negative 2. This is a controversial part because we are not teaching negative powers, differentiating negative powers for level 2. That's why the teachers really, should I do algebra and probability? Yeah, I don't know. I would say that calculus is the easiest to pass, and then probability too. But algebra is, if it's got the strong, does level 3 do small change? No, level 3 is you mean hello to Lana. Yeah, level 3, this question tripped me up last year. Yeah. How much do you charge for private tutoring? Yeah, I used to private tutoring, but since I became a head of department at my college, I don't have any time to do it. Yeah, guys, stop wasting your time. This knowledge won't get you anywhere in life. Yeah. Right. Anyway. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Is that Sean? No, Shanna. Yeah. Anyway. I can't even. Yeah, calculus. I say, come to my YouTube channel and then check the video from beginning of this live streaming. You will find the achieved question is quite easy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, shall we go? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this one, let's see. This one should be. So this one should be 0, isn't it? Because we are looking at the stationary point. Okay. Then, right. So what do you do? Now you can swap into fraction if you find it's easier. So when you are doing the level 3, you can do the same. When you are integrating or anti-differentiating or differentiate the equation, you use this form, okay? And then when you are solving equation, you can swap it back because your brain probably process the information easier. I move this one to here. 4 pi r equal 1000 over whatever you find it's easiest, you do it, okay? And then I just move this one to here, times by r squared, 4 pi r to the power of 3 equal 1000, isn't it? This one cancelled, okay? I wanted to have r isolated on the left side and then number on right side for this case. And then divided by 4, which is 250, and then divided by pi. So r to the power of 3 is 250 over pi, okay? Then if you do take third root as r is square root 250 pi over pi, isn't it? Then you just simply type it in the calculator to figure out answer. The cube root 3 root, 3 cube root, and then 250 over pi. So it's 4.30, let's say. So this one is 4.30, right? And then what do I do? What's the question? Calculate the dimension of the cylinder which satisfies the above. So that means dimension means you figure out r and you figure out height, isn't it? So height is, you simply plug it in here. So h equal 500 over pi times by 4.3 to the power of 2, isn't it? Is that? Yes. You plug this value in. So the 500 and then divide over, okay, 4.3 to the power of 2 times by pi is 8.607, so 8.61. Then is that the centimeter or mil? Okay, so 1 dollar. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be the answer. What kind of unit in this case do I usually use? I wonder. I think this is the last year one. Yeah, centimeter. Yeah. Do I have centimeter around here in the beginning? It's a bit big. Yeah. The conversion is not easy, isn't it? Milliliter, mil. Okay, anyway. So then this one is, as you see, set up the area equation in terms of one variable and differentiate. Wow. Right, so this one is a bit hard to get achieved. So if you set up and then differentiate, this is hard, eh? So this one, then this one is the set up the area of equation in terms of one variable and differentiate. So here, if you do here, achieved. Wow, this is hard one. And if you manage to figure out r, Yeah. And then this one is merit, and then find both of them, and this is excellence. Wow, this is hard. Yeah, is that a volume? And yeah, simultaneous or different? Yeah, simultaneous equation. So you solve simultaneous equation because there is two variables. So you try to make it in terms of R, and then solve for it, and then differentiate like that. So what happened in the last two steps on the right hand side? Sorry, this one? Yeah, okay, yeah. So this one is, if I take cube root, oh, sorry, this one is 3. Cube root, you can find the value of R, isn't it? Right, then I just typed in the calculator and then find that value here. Oh, yeah. Hi, Blake. Right. And then if you find the value of the radius here, you plug that value in here to figure out the value of height. ID, is that okay? Right. So that in the beginning of yes, do we always plug it in back? Yes, because the question is you need to find the dimension, isn't it? Calculate the dimensions of the cylinder, and for this dimension, you need to figure out the value of radius and value of h, which means length of r and length of h, isn't it? Then you can complete that question. And complete that. I mean, you can fully answer the question. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that yeah. So in the beginning of this session, I've got that question from other quite a few students. 2023 3C and 2024 3C. But before that, I just needed to explain the concept of where's the paper? Not this one. Just needed to explain this one because I was asked to show this one now, isn't it? Yeah. So that I will set up. Yeah, if you can see this one. Right, this one is YouTube here. Oops. Yeah. And can you see properly? I need to zoom up here. Right, I just it's not working, eh? Can you see? Okay, sweet. Being a subscriber since day one for a reason. Right. Okay. So anyway, can you? Wow, what's going on? Anyway, yeah. Right. So this one, if you look at YouTube, I can't show YouTube on now. Let's do like this. Ooh. Yep. Like this. Can you see? Sorry, it's a bit lean, but this one, I just want to show this one is the original function, for example, okay? And then if I want to put the tangent at x equal 1, there is like this, isn't it? Okay, then so what we are asked to figure out this kind of question in the NCEA, you need to figure out the graph of the gradient. What I want to say is I just move the gradient of the x coordinate. If I want to see the gradient of this point, gradient is like that, okay, which is quite steep positive gradient, isn't it? And if you go this way, it's even steeper, right? And then I just go back here, and then at this point is a stationary point, so it's flat, and then going between this stationary point to this stationary point, as gradient is negative, isn't it? Okay. Then after this stationary point, gradient becomes positive again. So if I hide the original function, and then I show the gradient, the graph of the gradient, it becomes like that. Okay, then I just want you to see that this is a graph of the gradient, okay, which means the y value shows the gradient, the value of gradient, and this is about 3.5. This is the gradient of this tangent line, okay? So as long as the tangent is positive, this part is positive. But the tangent, when after this point, the tangent, which this line must be this way, negative. So sorry, it's really hard to explain without using whiteboard marker here. But anyway, so what I wanted to say is, I just hide this one and then this one. This is the original function, and then this is a differentiated derivative function, which is showing the gradient of the tangent, okay? So the point is 0, isn't it? This point and this point is always the stationary point here, okay? So that point and that point, if you cover this one, and you can answer the question, right? Sorry, I'm not doing the great job of this one. But anyway, so I will show you how to find the answer for this one. Then if you you remember this rule with my book. This book, yeah. If you can remember, in the beginning I talked about this one, isn't it? This rule. This one is much easier. So I just tell you this one. So when it's a linear, y equal ax plus b, and then when a is positive, going up, going down. The quadratic, this is positive, this is negative. To the power of 3, power is 3, this one is positive, this is negative, and then this is positive, this is negative. And then this one is a trick. If you differentiate this one, the derivative of the graph, the gradient of the graph of the gradient looks like that. Okay, and if you take another differentiate this one, the graph looks like that. Okay, and then if you take derivative, I mean, differentiate this one, the graph looks like that. Okay? So you can say the same thing for negative, positive graph as well. If you differentiate this one, becomes like this, like this, like this. Okay? So if you look at this one, this is a negative function, isn't it? Negative graph, isn't it? Because it's going down, right? Which means if you differentiate this one, it becomes negative graph, negative parabola, isn't it? If you remember this one, and then you can actually solve this one. Yeah. So then you got to be careful. The graph should be looking like this, but you got to be careful when there's a what x-intercept of this graph should be here and here. I mean, the stationary point is here, which is when x equals 0, and then when x equals 10. This part, the parabola should go through here and here. Okay? And then if you draw a graph, I couldn't go through. It's hard to draw when you are looking through the screen, but like that. Okay. So if you look at this one, this part is positive, isn't it? Y value is positive, which is the gradient is positive. And if you look at this one, this point, the gradient of the graph is positive, 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 positive. And then after the stationary point, it's going to be negative, 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 negative. So here, okay? This is how you do it. Is that okay? Sorry, I need to remember her name or his name. Tuara? Well, yeah. Okay, this is what I need more help. Okay. But anyway, this one is an achieved level question, which is, yeah, anyway. Right. Is that okay? So I'm happy to explain about this one more, but I think that's enough for now. So I will go back to, right, let's say it is 2023. I was asked to explain about 2024 3C and 2020 3C. Okay. I think I've got work. Yeah. All right. 2023 3C. 2023 3C. 3C, C. Okay. Yeah. Right, shall we do this one? Okay. Right, okay, so that this one I will give you time a little bit. Okay. So this is x to the power of 3, take away px to the power of 2 plus 21x minus 7 has a tangent at x equal 4, which crossing 0.0 and negative 7. Find the value of p. Wow, what happened? Yeah. Can you see properly? Yeah, like that. Is that okay? No, it's not okay. Right, like this. The optimization 1 are always tricky, yeah. Right. How's the tangent of Right, let's see this one is that, so if you think of the graph, this is a to the power of 3. So graph probably looks like this, okay? So that it's going up. And then tangent at x equal 4, the close, right, so that when, for example, I just want to show the image. Okay, so for, let's say, this is x-axis. We are not too sure this is accurate or not, but when x equal 4, the curve goes through y equal negative. Okay, let's say this is x and then this is 4. No, I wonder what kind. The crossing the curve at the, what has a tangent at this one that also cross the curve at, yeah, that's all right. X equals 0, y equals 7. Okay, now I fully understand the question. Okay, so this one 0, x equals 0, so y intercept. So, okay, like this, and then negative 7, and then let's draw like, okay, these kind of graph. Let's say this kind of graph is this one, okay? And then if you, when x equal 4, there is a tangent here, and then this graph goes through this one, okay? Oh, this black pen's gone. Right, I will use MathX pen. Yeah, like that. So what we have to find is a find value of p. Okay, so what we have to do is we can find the gradient in terms of p, isn't it? So that, let's say f dash x. I probably better solve by myself so that I can explain efficiently. Okay, I will solve this one in 3 minutes and then I will give you an answer. Right, and f x and x3 minus p x2 plus 21x minus 7, and then okay, I will show you how my brain works at the same time, and that's probably good example, isn't it? So I would say I just differentiate it. Right, and then if you put 4 in, 48, then yeah, and then plus 21, which means 69 minus 8p. This is a gradient of this line, and then this one goes through. So y equal 69 minus 8p. This is a gradient, and x minus 0, and then minus 7 because this one is a y-intercept. So that then what do I have to find? X is true. Right. 69x minus 8p minus 7. This one needs to be true. Oh, x. I forgot. X needs to be true. 4, and then also cross this one, and then find then. Also close the curve. Yeah, okay. This is a wrong graph, isn't it? Like this, isn't it? Okay, now I understand. Right, so that means this one is one expression, and then this one goes through 0 and -7, so that I put x equals 0, 0 minus 0 plus 0 minus 7 equals -7. Good. Yeah. Two, 4, yeah. Right, so then I just put 4 in here. Minus p and 84 minus 7 and minus 7, 72 plus 64, which is, am I doing right? This is, I put 4 instead of 64, yes, 60, it's 108, is it? Am I doing right? 138, no, 36, 136 minus 16p. Right, okay. Up to Logan. Out of boys quarter. Okay. Yeah. You know it's hard when math sensei has to solve it. We are cooked. Wouldn't be +7 due to it being minus. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Shall we start? I sort of figure out what to do. So the problem is I couldn't understand the question first. So that's was a problem. Anyway, so if you look at this one, and then this is kind of these kind of graph, and then there is a one tangent crossing like this, also like going like this, and then -7, and then let's say like this. This one is 0 and -7, and then this one is 4, isn't it? Is that okay? And then so this one should be, the p needs to be, so find a value of p that makes this true, Right. So that as if you obviously change this value, and there are lots of kind of shape, isn't it? Okay, which means if you plug some value in a weird value in there, this is not gonna work, right? So we need to identify P, and then what I will do is let's you trying to find the value. How to say the clue. So this one is at this point the coordinate in terms of this one is 4 and f4, isn't it? Okay, so if we find f4 as 4 times 4 times 4, which is 16 times by 4, 64, and then 8p, and then 4 times by 21 and minus 4. So this one is gonna be thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Kieran. Yeah, right, this one. Okay, I don't want to make a mistake here, so that I use calculator. 4 plus 84 minus 7, 141. Okay, 141 minus 8p. Right, so this coordinate from this point as 4, x equal 4, y equal 141 minus 8p, isn't it? Okay. Then we want to figure out the line of this equation of the line. Okay, I'm getting tired. Right, equation of the line. So that what is it? So if you differentiate this, okay, this one is 3x2 minus 2px plus 21, isn't it? Okay, then if you plug 4 in, you can find the gradient of this line. So that if dash x, then 4 times 4 is 12, times by 3 is 36. Okay, then 4 times 2 is negative 8p plus 21. So the gradient is 57 minus 28p. Okay, so this one, did I get the same one before? I've got 69. Is this correct? I think it's correct. Did I make mistakes here? What the heck? Right, okay. Well, anyway, let's do it. Right, let's keep going. This one is a gradient, then y equal, and then this one is gradient, so 57 minus 8p bracket x, and then this one is a y-intercept, so that negative 7, isn't it? Is that okay? Then this line goes through this point, right? So if you manage, you plug that coordinate in here, then you can find the equation of p, isn't it? And then if you solve for p, and then you can find the answer. Does it make sense? Instead of doing studying for exam, yeah. Is that okay? Wow, thank you, Kieran. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's plug it in, but I just want to check whether my calculation is correct or not. Last time I've got 69 here, so my 4 times 4. Yeah, 4 times, so this one is a problem. 4 times this is 48, so this is 69. That was a correct 69 here. Then we are plugging that value this value to here. Okay, so when x equal 4, y equal 141 minus 8p as 69 minus 8p times by 4 minus 7. And if you solve for p, you can find the answer. So that 141 minus 8p equal, I will use calculator. And, well, 7 times by 4, 208, 280 take away 4. 266 minus 32p minus 7. Then yeah, this to this. Let's if I plus 32p on both sides, 32 take away 8 is 24p, and then 266 minus 7 minus 141. I don't want to make mistakes, so I just use calculator here. 266 take away 7 take away 141, and then I get 118 as 24p. So p equal 118 over 24. As whoa, is that really? Yeah, I think I made a mistake somewhere. I don't think that where did I make a mistake? Somewhere I made a mistake here. This one is 8. That's correct. This one 969 times by 4. Yeah, this one 176. That's why. So that means 76. This means because so 28. So 128 divided by 24. I still different from the answer that I've got here. I wonder why. Oh, damn it. Sorry, this is 4, so it's 16. I made a mistake here. Right, so 16. So that 4. This part is 16, isn't it? This one is, yes, this one is 4 times 4, 16. Right. Yeah. So even I made a mistake like that. So that 16. So that this one is gonna be 16. This is 16. And then hopefully this one gives me a right answer, 128. 128 divided by 16. 8. Yep. Then p equal 8. Yeah. Was a little bit messy, but it's like that. Yeah. Not 6, 7. But like that. This is wrong here. But yeah. It's a little bit messy, isn't it? But this is how it works. Ooh, that's a bit embarrassing to show, but yeah, this as that. And then next, ooh, I want to cut this part because it's too embarrassing. But anyway, the question 2023, was it 2023? 2023 or 2024? I was asked to do 2024, number 3C, question 3C. Question 3C. Right, so I will go and get the 2024 question 3C. So just wait a moment. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, so 2023C. Right, and find below the gradient of function this works, and find the equation of x goes through this one, and then 2 is draw a graph of fx on the axis below, label the coordinate of any intercept. Okay, all right, okay, let's do it. Oh, this is the excellence question, isn't it? Right, okay. Right, so shown the graph as this one is a derivative which is differentiate the graph, right? And then find the equation of fx which passes 1 and 0. So we need to figure out the graph of this one, f dash x is gradient as rise on run. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 1? So is it 1 over 2? So that 1 over 2x plus 1, isn't it? Okay. Which means, let's say f dash x is half x plus 1. Okay. So you are integrating it. So fx is x to the power of 2, right? And then this divided by this is going to be the coefficient, and then plus x plus c. Then you need to figure out the value of c. You plug 1 in here, and then 0 in y value. 0 equals 1/4 plus 1 plus c, and then c equals negative 5/4. So the fx is 1, 2x negative 5/4. It's like that. Okay. Then next, draw a graph of fx on the axis below. Label the coordinates of any intercept of the graph, the stationary point. Okay, the stationary point is when f dash x equals 0, which means here, isn't it? Okay, that means yeah, we can draw the graph here, isn't it? So this one must be the vertex for this one. Then when if this is a negative 2, this is going to be the vertex, right? Negative 2 times negative is 4. So this is 1 minus 2 minus 5/4, which is negative 9/4. So 2.05, no, 25, 2.25. So that this one, it's gonna be the called what is it? A vertex, isn't it? And then when I need to factorize this one to figure out the coordinate of the x-intercept. So that right, I just factorize with 1/4 here. Okay, then you can do timesing together -5, adding together +4, x minus 1, x minus +5, isn't it? Okay. So the what x-intercept is x equal 1 and -5. X equal 1 and y equal x equal -5. So the graph is gonna be this one, isn't it? Okay. Right. Okay. This is probably that's it because I don't have the Another question I was asked is the 2020 and then C, but I don't have the 2020 question with me at the moment, and then I'm pretty tired, and I'm going for Auckland Marathon tomorrow, so that I need to have a good night's sleep soon. So, right, thank you for joining the this live streaming, and then I hopefully this helped you a lot. Okay, and then if you are interested, if you have any questions, just let me know. I will try to organize a live session again. And then probably next session is on level 1 students, but that's all. Right, thank you for coming. I just close that live streaming now. See you.